Hey YouTube, Jukun Shinobi here with a review of the Figma Kamen Rider Onyx from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight SP030. The box is done in a black color, which is pretty cool, and instead of having white down here like the others, it's done in a gold to match Onyx's accents, which I thought was a really nice touch. I like that. I think Siren did the same thing because her box was white. Really cool picture of Onyx with his final event card right here. Back shots, and the front and the back, or the bottom and the top, whatever. So, obviously this is the same exact figure as our buddy Dragon Knight here. If we zoom in a bit and focus, you can see they're the same exact thing. There is a minor nitpick that I have with Onyx that I will get to. But yeah, they're the same mold. He's also the same mold as Blank Knight here. So, my nitpick with the figure, I'll start right off, is the head. I like the head sculpt for this figure, which is nice. However, this features absolutely no bulge for the eyes. So it is a new head, actually. It had to have been a new head because it's sculpted different. But, is it sculpted different? Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I don't know. You can take a look for yourself. Yeah, it is. It is sculpted to match the Ryuga logo. Alright, so it features no bulge on the head for the eyes. So there's no eyes in here at all. And I do believe Onyx/Ryuga had eyes. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's always a possibility I'm wrong. I'm wrong quite frequently. But it just bothers me because it looks really flat and lifeless. I would have loved some like deep crimson eyes back here. Kind of like his, except not as obnoxiously noticeable. So that's a minor nitpick, and the deck is kind of light. Onyx's deck is a little bit darker than this. But I guess they wanted to bring out the Tampograph logo, so they kind of lightened it up a bit. And he comes packaged with this arm. Without the visor on it, I took the liberty of switching it beforehand because Onyx never was visorless. But that's only there for something else. And the visor does look pretty cool. The dark visor, I believe it is called. The black drag visor, rather. The visor is pretty cool. It's right here, the black drag visor. I believe it's called. Pretty neat. And he's just all around pretty awesome. I dig him a lot, so he's cool. I do like the color scheme, black and gold, perfect together. I love that color scheme. And I do like the mold. I've always been a fan of the simple design of Ryuki, and I like Ryuga's color scheme more, so naturally, I really dig the figure. He comes with quite a bit of accessories. In fact, Wing Knight and Dragon Knight were accessory whores. Comes with his hands, he comes with the splayed open, relaxed weapon holding, card holding, and then the drag visor holding hand is on him already. So it comes with all that. Here's his other hand with the other punchy fist. Here's the strike vent. Really cool, so it locks down in place. So it locks in place, and when you flick it, it retreats or retracts or whatever. There's a little knob in here to prevent it from closing up, I believe. And it looks really cool. I like it. Black is a nice knot color. And then he comes with his two guard vents. Pretty cool. And then pieces for the shoulder portions of the guard vent, if you put them on the shoulders. And then portions for the arms. I will demonstrate that shortly. And then the sword vent, which is pretty cool. I like this one. It's not remolded at all. You can see by the tomograph that it looks a little bit more like Ryuki's. But still, it is black and really cool. So I do like that. So about the guard vent, it is a slight bit on the complicated side of things. It requires you switching this with this. So switching that with the one with the peg, or clipping this onto the wrists, this part right here, onto the wrists as demonstrated on the instructions here. So it shows you how to replace the arms and all of that. So you pop the arm off there, replace it with the other one and just plug it in, or just attach it to the wrist. Now obviously you're going to need the other hand if you use it on this wrist, but I don't feel like switching the hands, so I will demonstrate on the other one. But actually I can just show you right here on his free hand. Yay for free hands. Just you clip it right here onto his wrists. Right there, just like that. And then you plug it in right here. Right there. And there you have the guard vent when it's hooked to his wrist. So that is pretty cool. And then to switch the shoulder one, you just kind of pry it off from the shoulder. Pop this off. This is his right hand. These are marked. There's an R in there. So just kind of fit that around the arm. See, this isn't the best thing in the world. This is actually quite complicated. Honestly, there's a port there. They should have just had the hole right there. It also doesn't help that I tore the entire arm off instead of just removing half of it. So that's still not entirely right. Whatever, it's good enough for demonstration. So then you take the, that's the one I used already. Take the guard vent, you just plug it in right there. Or rather, you plug it in right there. And there you have the shoulder-mounted guard vent. Pretty neat. Never a big fan of the guard vents just because, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of shields. But, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I wish it wasn't so complicated, but it's nothing terrible or anything like that. Oh, that's why I was having problems. That piece got stuck into the other one. Heh. Oh well. And then this entire contraption itself is kind of difficult to do, so I'm just going to do this off screen. Alright, so now we are back with Onyx, all slightly propered now. So, as you can see, the guard vent is kind of tricky. I prefer it down on the wrists, just because it's easier to do. But, for display purposes, all I really want is him to have a sword. Because, as you can see, Blank Knight is busy crying, and then Dragon Knight has Strike Vent. So I decided I want to equip Onyx with Sword Vent. Just because it seems to make the most sense to me. I like swords. So just replace that. And he's a brooding, evil sort of guy. Adam doesn't like people. All he does is like his hoe. So he's a angry fist type person. So I don't really know what I'm doing with the sword, but it'll just hang out here. I'm bad with poses. You should know this by now if you've been a fan of my reviews for a long time. I suck at poses. So just kind of place him on the stand there. Take a look, see, down here. And there we go. We'll just stick with that for now. Yay, swords and stuff. So, I love Onyx. Honestly, Onyx isn't a figure I need to sell people on. If you're a fan of Onyx, people have been buying this one and this one only just because they love Ryuga and Onyx so much. So, it's not really a figure that I can say, oh, pass, because it's honestly not. In fact, if I had to pick out of these three, I would go with Onyx just because I love his color scheme so much. So, definitely recommended if you're a fan of Onyx's design. This is a great figure. It hasn't changed any since Dragonite. So I really do love it. It really is awesome. Highly recommended. So you can check out our review at RazRangeRambles.com, bringing the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. And of course, you can talk about Dragonite, Figmas, and anything else at the RAM boards at RazRangeRambles.com/forum. So take care and have a great one. Bye.